Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming Channel and Total War Saga Troy, as we're playing with Penthesilea's Amazons. And shh, very quiet, because we are hunting 20 stack armies. Yeah, that was a bit stupid, but anyway, welcome back everyone. As we are waiting here, we saw a 20 stack army from this particular faction here, Ascanian Phrygians. So we don't see them. I am guessing that is because they are in an ambush stance, and I am hoping that they will be moving somewhere between this turn and we will be able to catch them in an ambush. They seem to have a lot of strength on them and they were quite bold in their movement, which makes me think that they might have a lot of strength, and that's why I'm hoping that we will be able to catch them in some sort of an ambush, which will give us some bonuses.
Step aside.
Over on this side, for this Amazon, I decided to go and build a scout building. Reason is because I want the extra line of sight plus the extra chance to evade ambushes. I feel like that is pretty important. The line of sight especially will help us avoid conflicts that we are unprepared for, right? Two free armies maybe gathered together, if we don't see them well enough, well, that could trouble. So that's what we're doing at the moment. Over here, I am going to activate this Blood Oath as well. This will give us free units. I am not sure exactly how we will deal in this situation with that 20 stack army, so I'm thinking that activating the Blood Oath might help. Hippolyta wants even more bronze from us, but we gathered a lot from the last battles, and I will do it because we need a bit more than we do bronze. Okay. Oop. Ambush. The ambush has unfortunately failed. We are not in the best position as they do have these giant vanguards and they are a bit annoying. They also have healing light from Apollo. They have this as an ability. You know what? We are going to fight it. Even though we failed in our ambush, we are going to fight it. I am going to try to see what I could do to take down those giants. Wow, look at that. Look at that Colossi in the water, and there's another one there. Sometimes there are gods watching you from above, so I'll try to look at the sky a bit more. Maybe one day we will spot one of them. Okay. Let's see. So these sisters, Bloodsworn Warband, low armor, they are armor piercing. They're unbreakable. So they could be our best choice for fighting giants because they are unbreakable, so the scare effect of the giant does not matter, right? Okay. I don't want to attack them straight on. I want them to break their formation. A straight line, I feel, in this situation would mean that they have a really good charge on us with the rest of their units here, plus the scare effect from the giants. So we're going to do this a bit differently. I'm going to bring in the spears somewhere, maybe not in the middle, but we'll put them close by, just to have someone who could straight up engage the giants. Right? I am going to have the axes, which I will be bringing to the side here. Yeah, and we're gonna have these javelins at the top. Yeah, plus it's the forests are stopping our javelins. And finally we will have these unbreakable units. Penthesilea, and let's... Yeah, they have attacked us, so we just accepted the battle basically in this situation. Gonna bring this axis to the side here. And we're gonna wait. We're gonna play this very defensively. Mostly because of their giants. If they didn't have these giants here, then I wouldn't have cared that much, but because they do, I feel like that is a bit annoying. What are the stats of this? 119 damage, 50 melee attack, 29 melee defense. Ooh, this is pretty good. We're getting a penalty to morale because of our difficulty. And they're getting a bonus to morale. That's a bit weird to get also penalties and bonuses. But what can you do? I will bring Penthesilea. I want to have her fight the hero. Okay, they're getting some healing there from Apollo, and I'm okay with them wasting abilities. Okay, let's bring our veterans here. Javelins, attack those giants. Let's bring these sisters forward.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Let's boost them. We'll attack with you here, we'll attack with you here, we'll attack with you over here. I am going to be using the centaurs on this side as well. Let's keep ourselves on the hero.
Have been routed.
Make sure he dies. Perfect. Okay. Ears, stay on these giant skirmishers. Let's bring this Oathsworn to the side.
By Ares, your warriors are rallying.
Let's attack you here. Attack you on this side. Attack. You stay on the giants. You return here.
Victory is close enough to taste.
I don't want you to stay there anymore. I want you to kill this hero if possible. Okay, the giants have gone into their regeneration skill. With you, I want you to return and make sure that we're doing a lot of damage to them. Great.
Your warriors are rallying.
Nice. Okay. You centaurs, please take down the hero. Perfect. Now you can focus on their giants. You stay on these giants. You keep going there. Okay, we're gonna get the extra charge bonus and thing like that. And give me a second while I do some cleanup here. I feel like this is one of those battles where we have to do some cleanup. I really have to take out. I wouldn't care too much for the rest of their units, but their giants are annoying. Their ability is definitely going to add up to a lot, especially since we do have a small penalty to our morale and they gain a bit of bonus to their morale. I think that's the best that we could do. So they've lost 1100. We've lost 400, 500 almost. This should give me the strength to take this army out.
My skill is
Oh,
proven.
and push to the southeast. Take this faction out. Ambusher discovered, yeah, we know that. Make a barter agreement, we've done this. Cult level down with Apollo. She has become independent, gaining extra movement range. Let's... If I use some food, I could get back some of that reload skill, and I feel like it's a good idea to do. Right? Keep Apollo happy.
The perfect Amazon
As a level up, we could get 30% armor piercing damage of hero and another 30%, that's 60% in total. And look at that, from 1300 damage to 1500 damage with an extra damage after that, that would be probably another around 1800. Or Enemy of the Achaeans, 15% melee attack when fighting against factions from the Danaan culture. And this is only for the hero, right? This hero gets 15 melee attack, which would make it pretty strong. And afterwards, giving 150 damage when fighting against Agamemnon's faction, or Achilles' faction. I feel like this is better. Sure, we can get 150 base damage, which is a lie. I mean, look at that. We're getting 273 weapon damage, and another 260 from armor piercing. And if we get another 150, that would add up to a lot. It's 30% from 260. No, my brain doesn't work to do the math right now for it, but would be 80? A bit more than that? A bit more than that, so... Or no, I think it's around 80, something like that. So we would get 80 extra damage on armor piercing. Armor piercing, going through armor, of course, has its own value, has its own merit. But even getting one of these with 150 damage would help a lot. But it's only situational to one particular faction. So what do I want to do now? Units always begin battle fresh. I think getting this defensive ability is the way to go for now. We're going to attack this faction just because it's on the retreat. Good. I could get myself replenishments wouldn't matter. I am going to get a bit more battle glory there.
On the march. Nothing left to lose.
Militarist. Plus 5% morale to all units. Great. So the diplomat is paying off as far as strength goes. We're just going to go forward here and probably try to hunt some of these armies, but I do want the extra replenishment. That's why I didn't take the water route. And I am going to get myself another axeman in this army. I want to have full army. With her,
Step aside, men. Victory awaits.
Not a chance.
what are you?
That will never work. I'll have to refuse.
Okay, I am sure that this is just a rebel. We cannot interact with it at all. We are at war with them, so that's the only explanation that I can think of. Can do this. As far as buildings go, there's nothing that I would want. There's nothing that I can build
Destroyer of men.
more than anything. However, these, we do have our camp now at level 3. Which means that it's time to get ourselves one of these buildings. What would be the first unit that we would care for? Getting these spears to level 2 would make them a medium warrior, medium class warrior. Front line, shielded. To the last, hit points greater than 50%, they get 10 melee defense and melee attack. If I keep going like this, let's see. So Champions Assembly. This is Riders Council, this is different. Could also upgrade the Amazon Chargers and turn them into Tiganores, which are experts in flanking, charger, they have low armor. Bonus versus swordsman. So they would have improved flanking attack. Okay. These sisters, if we have a champions assembly, we could make them in Corintes, which once again they get to the last ability and inspire to the last ability. Quite a bit of armor on them, 45 from 15, shielded, and armor piercing. These ones, once again at the Champions Assembly, would get Fierce Resolve, immune to psychology for a while we do that. Morale is lower than 50%, so this is an ability where when they almost break, and then we could make them Daughters of Ares. That is still a long way away, but we have the possibility, right? Okay, Champions Assembly it is. I mean, I understand that skirmishers are really strong for us, but I do feel like having a strong front line, first of all, protects your back line. And we can get ourselves some reduced upkeep to our axe unit. Let's go this way. This is one of the... This is one of those panels which I wanted to talk about at the end of the last episode. So we have a choice here between the Griffin Patriarch, Cerberus, and the Lernian Hydra. Creatures, these are probably the greatest creatures or the strongest creatures within this game. And they have their very own factions. If we go over here to compare monsters, you will see a whole lot of traits, I guess you could say. They will give you certain abilities that you could do on the map or certain playstyles. These are the stats of the beast itself. As you can see, it has a lot of damage, it has a lot of health and morale and all that. They do have their very own special abilities. You can see that we have campaign actions which we will be able to do. For example, search for strays in foreign settlement. The Griffin Patriarch takes to the sky his sweeping gaze looking for signs of lost or hidden progeny in the foreign lands. That means that it enables an action on gold settlements, resulting in various dilemmas where you would choose between siding with the Griffin Patriarch or the Arima Boy, which are these ones, right? Yeah. Although enemies, the Griffin and the Arimaspoi share common traits in battle. They are fast, strong at outflanking enemies, and thrive on the battlefields with difficult terrain. So these are the type of units that we could recruit. Once we are starting to side with the Griffin itself, with the faction itself, we will be able to recruit these units, which are quite good. And finally, we have some special buildings depending on the type of beast that you want to do. Pretty much the same with the others. I'm not gonna go through all of them right now, there's no point in doing so. We will decide with a creature at some point and then we will follow with the story. I am not going to bother reading through all of them right now because I feel like it will take a lot of time and who will remember all that information. If I had to choose right now, I feel like getting either Cerberus or the Griffin Patriarch. The Hydra seems important, but maybe for a different time. Maybe just to make things simple, we could go with the Griffin Patriarch. But we will do that.
Well
We
done,
will accept the quest and all that as soon as we take care of this faction. Anything else? Not that I can see. $900 bronze for 1300 wood. The value is not there. 20. A lot of bronze for a bit of food. Once again, the value is not there. They will have to make it a lot more appealing to us if they want us to do anything.
I survive and thrive.
Oh, these are not rebels.
Not a chance.
These are the faction for Cerberus. Don't know how I forgot that. Where is it? Where is it? The Returned? Yes. I think I'll do it, but for now I just don't want this faction to recruit any more troops, so we're just going to attack.
Fear us.
We're gonna wait to have them sally out, hopefully,
Slaughter them.
and then we're gonna defeat them on the battlefield, and then we're going to turn our attention to this.
That will never work.
With Penthesilea,
Clear enough.
I am going to first of all
Glorious death awaits.
attack,
You ask too much.
but this guy is recruiting units.
I cannot do that.
New course. Show some patience. Set up camp.
That
I
will not
think
work.
what I have to do is retreat, put myself in an ambush, and try to take them down a few times. Let's see, 50% extra experience in battle. I guess for the moment, let's just do the extra armor piercing. I did like that. I think I built... yes. Now we need 2600 wood and 480 stone in order to go to the next level. Okay.
Go all out. War is my life.
They did sally out as expected. This army does not have the highest veterancy, so the battle won't be the easiest. Still should be able to handle it. Let's put the spears like so. Trying to combine some damage with some defense there. Then we're going to have these axes to the side here.
We live, we fight.
Plenty of javelins. And finally the hero.
The enemy is receiving reinforcements.
Then let's reposition our sisters here on the partial heal. They don't really want to sally out and attack until they get their reinforcement, which, you know, is fair, makes sense. 2 worshippers of Pan, 2 war chanters. Their heroes are just archers, which will help us. So more important than anything is take out his war chanters.
Enemies beware.
They're using their hero to cause a bit of damage.
Battle home. Hold nothing back.
Let's not hurry. Interesting that they're doing some sort of a flanking maneuver. You don't see the AI doing this too often, to be honest.
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
Let's give them power here. Good. Now I'm going to go forward. And I'm going to attack from the side. Okay, we're going forward here. You start attacking these war chanters. Let's bring you around. Let's attack. Give our troops a bit of strength. Okay, those are retreating. Let's have you go forward here.
Your warriors have been routed.
A match for any man. Moving up. Axis.
Time to engage with you as well.
Ready now.
Let's retreat her. Let's go after them. You attack over there. These ones are pretty broken, so I can refocus this army.
By Ares, your warriors are rallying.
Onward,
Yep.
sisters. Hold nothing back. Forward as one. Fierce and skilled. Ruthless aggression.
You go forward.
Axis.
Just stay on these.
Sisters of the sword. Forward march.
Have you go here.
Moving up. Sound tactics. Moving up. This is your
Your warriors are rallying.
destroy them.
Pretty soon we're gonna get our medium level champions, and that means less breaking in battle. I'm looking forward to that moment because right now it has been a very strange way to play this campaign where you don't have a really strong front line. You mostly have some amateurs who are fighting. Come on, let's see. I want to take down 2 heroes, if possible. Let's see. Can I bring these javelins here? Okay,
Hades has claimed the
perfect.
enemy hero.
One is down, and I will want to take the other down as well. That will reduce their defenses, meaning that I will be able to take his village out. Come on. There we go. If I am not mistaken, this is the last territory, or the last village that this faction has. Let's see, what are they doing? They're not combining their troops. Fully upgrade a horde army's main building. Yeah, that's going to take a while.
The perfect Amazon warrior.
I am going to bring her here, and I'm going to push her into an ambush stance.
Let's ambush them.
Hopefully we'll succeed in that.
Victory awaits.
You. Auto-resolving still isn't giving us the best
Make them
chances, but I
suffer.
believe that we're not gonna wait, we're just going to attack. Grants fatigue, or once again, level ups. Let's get the fatigue reduction And what I'm going to do here is that I will be fighting this battle. Probably putting a cut in here, as there's nothing that impressive that's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to be a slightly weird battle in itself, as we're just going to go straight forward, climb the walls, take him out, and that is pretty much it. So with this in mind, hope you have enjoyed this episode. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next time, and until then, I wish you all to have a wonderful day.